Cultivating Childhood Wellness Through Gardening, a training brought to you by Wisconsin Nutrition, Physical Activity, and Obesity Program, and Community Groundworks. Chapter 5, The Color Harvest, a Comparative Tasting Lesson. Selected from Got Veggies, a youth garden-based nutrition education curriculum. Free copies for download are available on the Wisconsin Department of Health Services website at www.dhs.wisconsin.gov. Help kids get to know their food. This activity compares fruits and vegetables. Kids can harvest, prepare, and eat a rainbow. Eating lots of colors gives our bodies nutritious things like iron, calcium, fiber, folate, potassium, and vitamins A and C. Students will learn how eating different colors of foods makes us healthy in different ways. Encourage kids to use words to describe the colors of vegetables and fruits. This lesson can be used with kids of all ages. Lesson objectives. Students will taste and name different fruits and vegetables, learn that some plants are sources of food, learn new words to describe food, and collect and use data. This activity integrates all domains of the Wisconsin Model Early Learning Standards. It gives young children practice expressing emotions and using language to share feelings and thoughts, describe experiences and observations, and communicate effectively in group activities. Children will practice their fine motor skills by cutting produce. This activity supports early literacy and builds vocabulary. It helps kids use their senses to explore and try new things, and includes math skills like counting, comparing, and making a graph. This activity also feeds curiosity. Here is a list of materials you will need for this lesson. For food, gather a variety of vegetables and fruits that represent a spectrum of colors from your garden or local market. For example, orange can be represented by carrots, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, and pumpkin. Purple by grapes, eggplant, and kohlrabi. Red by radishes, tomatoes, red peppers, strawberries, raspberries, apples, and watermelon. Yellow by carrots, corn, potatoes, and summer squash. Green by collard greens, asparagus, kale, broccoli, zucchini, peas, celery, spinach, and cucumbers. White by cauliflower and white potatoes. Blue by blueberries. For supplies, read Growing Vegetable Soup by Lois Ehlert, or another book to spark discussion about growing and eating a variety of vegetables and fruits from your garden. A knife, cutting board, plates, word bank included in the lesson plan, and tasting chart also included in the lesson plan. For this lesson, pick different foods from your garden and compare their colors, shapes, and sizes. The lesson works outside in the garden or inside. If you don't have enough food in the garden, you can get fresh fruits and vegetables at your farmer's market or grocery store. Read Growing Vegetable Soup or another book to talk about growing and eating different vegetables and fruits from your garden. For younger kids, focus on the 5 senses and talk about taste, textures, smells, and colors of fruits and vegetables. Explain that each food and each color gives us different things our bodies need. Choose some of these questions to ask kids. Where does food come from? Who has a garden or knows someone with a garden? What do you grow? Who has been to a farm? What did you see there? Can you name some vegetables or fruits that are grown in a garden or on a farm? Who has tasted any of these fruits or vegetables before? Which fruits or vegetables do you like to eat as a snack? Can you think of a fruit or vegetable that comes in more than one color or shape? The next few slides will feature discussion, question, and answer pairing examples. Let's get started. How do these different vegetables and fruits help us grow? Why are they good for us to eat? Fruits and vegetables are good for our bodies. They are packed with nutrients like vitamins and minerals. For older students, you could explain that fruits and vegetables contain many nutrients like calcium, iron, vitamin A and C, potassium, and fiber. There are also some extra special fruits and vegetables called super green and super orange, like superheroes. It is important to eat these dark green and orange vegetables because they contain high amounts of vitamins and minerals. Can you guess which fruits and vegetables that grow in your garden are green or orange superheroes? Examples of super green are bok choy, broccoli, collard greens, mustard greens, romaine lettuce, spinach, kale, watercress, turnip greens, mesclun, and dark green leafy lettuce. Examples of super orange are acorn squash, pumpkin, carrots, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, and Hubbard squash. Do you know how many fruits and vegetables you should eat each day? The amount we should eat depends on our own body, how active we are, and how old we are. For example, 2 to 3-year-olds need 1 cup each of fruits and vegetables every day. That amount goes up to 1.5 cups of fruits and vegetables daily for 4 to 8-year-olds. Visit fruitsandveggiesmorematters.gov to find out how many fruits and vegetables kids and adults should eat every day. As their teacher or caregiver, how many fruits and vegetables should you eat? Visit supertracker.usda.gov to use the food tracker and compare how many fruits and vegetables adults versus kids eat. Following the introduction, review proper hand washing procedures and discuss why they are important. Have students wash their hands. Prepare your fruits and vegetables for kids to taste. Wash produce under running tap water even if the produce will be peeled. Use a scrub brush on firm produce such as carrots and sweet potatoes. After washing, place clean produce on clean surfaces. Be sure to cut, peel, or slice your fruits and vegetables using clean tools. If possible, slice produce right before tasting to keep it fresh. Older students can learn safe knife skills and cut up produce. Kids ages 4 and older can learn to use a wavy chopper or crinkle cutter to slice produce. Very young children will need fruits and vegetables sliced or shredded for them. Doing so in front of the children offers an opportunity to use descriptive words about the color and texture that will build early literacy skills. Before tasting, pass around each vegetable or fruit so students can observe the appearance, texture, and scent of the fruit or vegetable. Next, give each child a slice of it. Explain to students that they will be acting as investigators and will be using their senses to observe, describe, and compare different fruits and vegetables. It can be fun to taste the same fruit or vegetable together at the same time on the count of 3. Tell students that everyone might feel a little differently about the taste of the fruit or vegetable. They might love it, think it's okay, or they might not quite like it yet. However, it is important to try new vegetables and fruits because they may develop a taste for them over time. Use a tasting chart to collect information on the student's experiences. For young children, make a chart with photos of each type of fruit or vegetable in one column and pictures of faces with happy, neutral, or unsure faces in the top row. Children can place stickers in the appropriate column or teachers can help mark their response. For older students, write the names of the selected fruits and vegetables on a bulletin board or a poster or hand out tasting charts. You can ask children to observe and describe the produce using words from a word bank. Encourage students to use their own words, which can be added to the word bank for future sensory observation activities. Record student descriptions on the display board or have them write them on their tasting chart. Repeat these steps with each different vegetable or fruit. Encourage your students to use specific and descriptive vocabulary. Briefly review and compare vegetable and fruit descriptions. Have students vote for their favorite variety. This could be a good chance to connect with a math skill. Count the votes and create a graph or chart to represent the results. Discuss voting results and the reasons why students chose one fruit or vegetable over others. Have students help with cleanup and wash their hands. If possible, vegetable and fruit scraps can go to a compost pile or worm bin. For a different lesson, compare heirloom vegetables or fruits. Hone your students' taste buds and observation skills by repeating this lesson with heirloom varieties of just one kind of produce. For example, find 4 different heirloom varieties of tomatoes or apples in your garden or store. Heirloom varieties of certain vegetables and fruits, such as tomatoes and apples, can be distinct from each other. They are great to compare and contrast. They may look different, taste different, and have different textures. Here are a couple more ideas for younger children. Have students draw a picture of one of the vegetable or fruit varieties, or cut vegetable or fruit shapes out of paper and write their descriptive words on the vegetable or fruit cutout. Another fun activity is to encourage each student to offer one descriptive word and then combine them to make a group poem about a selected vegetable or fruit. Send children home with a colorful checklist to help them track the number of fruits and vegetables they eat in a week. Include a handout for parents and caregivers with taste test ideas to do at home. Consider giving the child a sticker that says, "I tried something new," after the taste test. When the child wears this sticker home, it will spark a conversation with caregivers about what they tried and learned, allowing the lesson to continue.